결정을 알리는 음악 소리가 들리는.
Limbus
No,
컴퍼니
that's a
皆さんと
direct
ご一緒できて
combat node.
本
Damn.
当に嬉しいです。
Nervous impairment. What does that do? Become staggered and then take fixed damage equal to. Oh, whoa, what the heck? No. Offset that. We don't want that. Fire cleaver, yeah. Use that. Gain the SP. Fire fist. Actually, I'll just go for fire fist.
언제까지 버티나 보자고. 전탄 격발.
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました。
버러지 같은
効
놈들.
果的な攻撃でした。囚人の皆さんの状態を確認する必要がありそうです。管理人。
That one's dead. What is the bullet now?
위아래가 없군.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for this.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
ドクターのように優れた式です。
That thing has got some HP.
총알값 아까울 놈은 아니군요.
敵は深手を負っています。
완벽한 한 발을 위해
흐드러지게.
본인의 승리일세.
敵は深手を負っています。
받아볼 텐가. 이것밖에 못.
왼발 장전. 마무리.
ダンテさんの作戦とても効果的でした。
격발. 단순.
Nice
多数討
shot.
伐確認。
끝내. 전수하리. 끝내. 전수하리. 타오르시게.
敵は深手を
이번이야말로
負っています。
이 싸움을 끝내주겠어. 언제까지 버티나 보자고. 그렇게 서 있어 목이 떨어질 수밖에. 이 격정 속에서 타올라라.
Oh, that thing's dead.
불타버렸나? 불타버렸나?
Nice. Remaining entities have all returned to the sea. Is everyone okay? It was just like a last skirmish. Sea terrors had surrounded the ship, returned to the sea before the battle came to an end. And all their retreat felt too orderly and deliberate to be just running away. It's almost like they're making a tactical retreat. What's this? Here again. doing preachy, but what about the ship? As the ship, okay, minded just to the hull, but nothing that will impede the ship's operational capabilities. Hmm. So I noticed during the battle, I might be wrong, of course, but I think I noticed how around the end of the battle, those monsters were starting to go after the manager. You're probably right, those monsters realizes the manager who was commanding the rest of us. I sense the very same. Their movements are fluid and adaptive, as though they were learning our behavior. I should have think more worship monsters like them. It ain't much of a question in it. They must have all gone mental. I'm sure they have many reasons, but Seaborns are beings of infinite potential, so much so that there's no superlative big enough to properly convey the scale. As organisms, they can endlessly evolve and adapt every time they encounter a new environment or a new element. They transform themselves and other seaborns. Maybe that's their draw. The fascination may be an attitude most befitting a researcher, yet the transformation of fascination into idolatry is, if I may be frank, not entirely positive. I find them pretty uncomfortable. They just remind me of the whales. They can adapt to learn a language to communicate with us. Wait, what? Going by everything we heard, I think they sound really smart. Mayor's eyes went round at Honlu's suggestion. She brought her hands to her mouth, surprised. It sure was something. I heard that there was a seaborn who could talk. Non-humans speak the language of humans, regardless of its testament to their intelligence. I can only think of two possibilities as to why they would. One, to communicate with humans, the other, to deceive humans. Exactly. More often than not, it's the latter. That's true as well. What about distortions? Some of them already know how to speak. Distortions are phenomena in which humans transform into monstrous forms, first observed after the White Knights and Arknights incident. Yeah. Therefore, that example is irrelevant to Otis's supposition. White Knights and Dark Days. She whispers quietly, but as we were standing rather close to her, we all got onto the hint of joy in her voice. The pillar of light in the city, did it really? How have you come across this knowledge, Miss Mayor? Oh, ain't it obvious we got the culprit right here? The storyteller lass has been gabbing on with no end. Yeah, she's been talking non-stop all morning about all kinds of stories, hasn't she? Oh, yeah. I have not gotten that far. You again. You didn't get so lost in your own stories that you babble all our company secrets, have you? I would simply not. As Don Quixote was the subject, another round of scolding, Amiya stared out towards the sea, worried that the sea turtles might be crawling to the surface once again, before turning towards us. I wonder which of the two the Seaborns are. Their sense of self is really faint, so I think they'd be in either category. I think it's possible that they learn human language out of instinct, that the power of speech might help them survive. It appears that even Miss Mayor are quite the expert on the subject of Seaborns. Their knowledge on them goes beyond what fear for one's survival may yield, thereby suggesting a different means of acquisition. Do you by chance worship the Seaborn? I don't worship Seaborns. Seaborns don't have any hopes or wishes, just desire for survival. Maybe so. Repairs complete. I'm guessing repairs are done for. Guess this ship is ready to set sail. If you have a departure time and date in mind, I would prefer if we could depart as soon as possible. We don't have a set time or anything, but I think we should be able to set sail this late afternoon at the earliest. That soon? And as you've seen, we don't have a lot to bring with us. By the way, how far out to the sea do you guys need to go? We need to find this dimensional door source. You can see the dimensional doors light from the beach at night. It was faint, but given how the light's strong enough to break through the sea fog, you should be able to determine its course somewhere around the coastal waters. So we can go back tonight. The first order of business is to relay these news to the villagers. Yeah, back to the village for now.